There is something in your bathroom right now that contains more bacteria per square inch than the toilet itself. It is sitting in a small plastic holder, just inches from where you brush your teeth. It has been there for years. You have never replaced it. You have never sanitized it. And every single time you use it, you spread invisible particles of human waste across the entire room. It's your toilet brush. And microbiologists call it one of the most disgusting objects in the average American home. Now imagine your bathroom without one. No way to clean the bowl, no way to scrub the stains, no way to keep the porcelain looking white. For most of human history, that was reality. And what people did instead, and the strange story of the man who finally invented the modern toilet brush, is going to make you look at the one in your bathroom very differently. I'm Henry Walsh of Filthy Past, and this is the hidden history of the dirtiest cleaning tool ever invented. This is the history of the toilet brush. Here's what most people don't realize. The toilet brush is barely 150 years old. For thousands of years before that, people had toilets. They just didn't have a way to clean them. The ancient Romans had a clever workaround. Their public toilets, the long marble benches with holes side by side, were flushed by a constant stream of running water below. The water itself did the cleaning. There was no brush, because there was no need for one. The shared sponge stick, the terrarium, was used to clean people. Not the toilet. In medieval Europe, toilets were holes in the ground or stone seats over cesspits. There was nothing to clean. Everything dropped straight down into the pit, and the pit was emptied by hand by men called gong farmers. It wasn't until indoor flush toilets became common in the 1800s that people had a new and very specific problem. The bowl. Porcelain bowls stained. Mineral deposits built up at the waterline. Brown rings appeared and refused to leave. And nobody had a tool that could reach inside the curve of the bowl to scrub them out. Wealthy Victorians used what they had: stiff cloths wrapped around long sticks, boar bristle hairbrushes nailed to broom handles. Some used silver-handled brushes designed for cleaning chamber pots, which were essentially the same problem at smaller scale. None of it worked very well, and nobody wanted to talk about it. To understand the toilet brush, you have to understand Victorian England's relationship with bathrooms. In the 1850s and 1860s, indoor plumbing was spreading rapidly through wealthy British homes. For the first time, families had toilets inside the house. Real flushing toilets with porcelain bowls and pearl chains. But Victorians refused to discuss them. The toilet was hidden behind drapery. It was kept in a small, separate room called the water closet, often disguised behind a regular-looking door. Guests were never shown where it was. Children were taught never to mention it. And cleaning supplies for it? Those were even worse. The first patent for a toilet brush was filed in 1864 by a British inventor named William Shack. His design was simple: a wooden handle with stiff horsehair bristles, specifically designed to scrub the inside of a toilet bowl. Shack tried to sell his invention. He failed almost completely. Because in 1864, advertising a product designed to clean a toilet was considered grossly indecent. Newspapers refused to print ads for it. Department stores wouldn't stock it. Even housewives who desperately wanted one couldn't bring themselves to ask for it by name in shops. Shack's brush was sold quietly through plain paper mail order catalogs. Wealthy households bought them and hid them in closets, embarrassed to admit they owned one. For nearly 80 years, the toilet brush existed only as a shameful secret. People owned them. People used them. But nobody talked about them. There were no advertisements, no marketing campaigns, no famous brands. It was the most awkward object in the Victorian home. Then in 1948, in post-war West Germany, a brushmaker named Manfred Fuchs decided to do something radical. Fuchs ran a small company that made industrial cleaning brushes for hospitals and factories. After the war, his business was struggling. Most German households couldn't afford the luxury of specialized cleaning tools. But Fuchs noticed something. Every home, no matter how poor, had a toilet, and every toilet got dirty. He designed a new product, a plastic-handled brush with synthetic nylon bristles, sold with its own dedicated standing holder so it could sit upright in the bathroom. He called it a clobeson. And then he did something William Schack had never done. He marketed it openly. Fuchs ran advertisements in German newspapers showing the clobeson as a normal household product. Not shameful, not embarrassing, just necessary. A clean home was a modern home. A modern home had a toilet brush. Within 10 years, the toilet brush had spread across Europe. By the 1960s, it had reached America. The product Schack had failed to sell openly for nearly a century became, almost overnight, a standard fixture in every middle-class bathroom on Earth. But there was a problem hidden inside the design that nobody noticed for decades. Subscribe hook lands at approximately 25% of runtime. By the way, if you've made it this far, you clearly have a stronger stomach than most. If you want more stories like this, the disgusting, forgotten truth behind the things you use every day, hit subscribe. You're the exact kind of person this channel is made for. Now, back to the story. Let me tell you about a study published in 2011. Researchers at the University of Arizona set out to identify the dirtiest objects in the average American home. They swabbed kitchen sponges, dish towels, doorknobs, phones, and bathroom items. They tested for bacteria, fungus, and viral particles. And they found something that horrified the public. The toilet brush, the very tool designed to keep the toilet clean, contained more bacteria per square inch than the inside of the toilet bowl itself. Dr. Charles Gerber, the lead researcher, became famous overnight as the man who told America the truth about their bathrooms. He gave interviews on every major network. He wrote books. He coined the phrase, "The toilet brush is a bacterial superhighway sitting next to your toilet." Here is why. Every time you scrub the bowl, the brush picks up fecal bacteria, urine residue, and microscopic particles of waste. When you place it back in its plastic holder, those particles drip down. They pool at the bottom. The brush sits in that pool, damp and warm, for days or weeks at a time. The bristles never fully dry, the holder is rarely cleaned. Bacteria multiply, and every time you use the brush again, you spread those bacteria back across the bowl, the rim, and aerosolize them into the air with every flush. Studies have estimated that fecal bacteria from a flushing toilet can travel up to 6 feet through the air. The toilet brush, dripping with contamination and sitting in an open holder, distributes them even further. The product designed to clean your bathroom was, scientifically, the dirtiest thing in it. Sound familiar? In 2002, a chemist at Clorox named Larry Bogash was given a strange assignment: solve the toilet brush problem. Bogash and his team realized they couldn't make a better brush. The fundamental design flaw was the brush itself. Any reusable cleaning tool that touched a toilet was going to harbor bacteria, no matter what materials they used. So they did something radical. They designed the brush out of existence. The product they invented was called Toilet Wand, a plastic handle with a detachable, disposable scrubbing head. You used it once, snapped the head off into the trash, and never touched it again. The product launched in 2003. Within 5 years, disposable toilet cleaners had become a billion-dollar market in the United States alone. But the disposable revolution had its own problem. Every year, hundreds of millions of plastic brush heads, contaminated with human waste, were ending up in landfills. The solution to the bacteria problem had become a major contribution to the plastic problem. Today, the toilet brush industry is split in two. Traditional brushes, cheap and reusable but bacterially dangerous. Disposable brushes, hygienic but environmentally destructive. There is still no perfect answer to a problem that didn't exist 200 years ago. and that humans have only had a tool for since 1864, here's what most people never think about. The toilet brush isn't really about cleaning, it's about denial. Every culture in human history has had to deal with the simple, unavoidable problem of bodily waste. Most of them dealt with it openly. Roman public latrines were social spaces. Medieval villages shared communal cesspits. Many cultures around the world still wash with water and treat the bathroom as a normal part of daily life. Western culture, almost uniquely, decided to hide it. We put the toilet behind a closed door. We refused to discuss the products that clean it. We ignored a 150-year-old hygiene problem because admitting it existed felt embarrassing. The toilet brush is the perfect symbol of that denial. We own them. We use them every week. We replace them rarely. We almost never clean them. Most Americans cannot remember the last time they bought a new one. Your toilet brush is, statistically, older than your phone, older than your shoes, possibly older than some of your relationships. And it is, almost certainly, the dirtiest thing you own. The next time you reach for it, remember, you're not just cleaning a toilet. You are participating in a 150-year-old culture of pretending the bathroom doesn't exist. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Filthy Past. If you made it this far, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and drop a comment below telling me which everyday object you want me to dig into next. Next week, we're going somewhere even worse. Before modern toilet seats, sitting down on a public toilet was so dangerous that doctors genuinely warned it could kill you. Lead-painted seats, splintered wood, diseases blamed on something called latrine fever, and a federal lawsuit that changed every public bathroom in America. The filthy history of the toilet seat. Coming soon. Until then,